Hello everyone, this is Jerry B coming to you with video 3 in our series of planner journal journey through 2015. And this video is really to address some of the discussion and responses that we've gotten about our ATC planner journal. Number one, the difference between a written calendar and an electronic calendar. I often get questioned, why am I promoting written calendars when so many have transitioned to virtual calendars and electronic calendars and using their calendars on their phones? My response is, I believe there is room for both and. I believe the most effective way of keeping ourselves organized and staying on top of our task and our planning is using both. For me, I use both. My ATC planner journal is with me daily in my bag. As I said, it is very compact and sleek, and so it's always with me. And there's nothing faster than pen and ink, hand and pen, hand and pencil, whatever it may be, as far as jotting down information. When we are, and what I have observed, when we are using our electronic calendars, sometimes we are delayed or we slow up the process with collecting information for whatever that date may be. We have to scroll, we have to get to the date, we have to set it up in our calendars with all the details and everything. And while someone is talking, we could have very easily written down that information in our calendars, in our planner journals, and then transferred it to our electronic at another time when we're not standing in front of that person. So I think for the sake of common courtesy and social etiquette, that in some cases our written calendars may be more efficient for us to use when planning or jotting down meetings or scheduling with someone. So again, my answer to written versus electronic or virtual calendars would be both and. I think they both have a great place and they both have a point in which they are more efficient than the other. What we do have, the plus we have with electronic calendars, because like I said, I do use both. Electronic calendars, of course, the best thing that I love is that we can set reminders. So when we have plugged something into our electronic calendar, I'm sorry, of course we get that reminder pop up, whether it sends us an email or pops up on our phones that meeting is coming up, or, a reminder to, leave to go get the kids. But again, so it helps in that aspect when we are multitaskers and doing a lot of different things to get those pop-up reminders. So I love that about the electronic calendar. Of course, the next question, number 2, is what I get very often in discussion and response about the ATC Planner Journal is, how do I continue to use it? I get people saying, I start off really good and I fill in everything and then I forget to look back at it, or I don't, write down the next thing. Okay, so I'm sitting here in this atmosphere. I'm in my home in a corner that I sit in very often. My response to that, as far as keeping up with your calendar and making sure you update it and you're looking back at it to know what you have coming up in your schedule, is to use your quiet time, your reflection time. For some people, that may be at night before they go to bed. You're thinking about all the things that happen throughout the day, and you're thinking about the things that are coming up the next day. In those moments, whether it's at night or in the morning with your cup of coffee or tea like I have here, is a great time to reflect and review your planner journal. Plug in anything that may have come across your path in that day. For me, again, sometimes, because I'm a multitasker and my schedule is different every day, sometimes those moments happen at night, where I am collecting my thoughts and looking through and saying, okay, that was done. Oh, this is what I have coming up, so that I can prepare anything that I need to prepare for that next day. And then sometimes it's in the morning with my tea, before I get my kids off to school, or maybe even after I get my kids off to school, wherever it fits in your schedule. Don't bond yourself to a certain time every day, and if you don't do it, then you failed. Don't do that to yourself. Whatever that time is, wherever it fits, as long as you get the moment in to reflect and review your calendar and see what you have coming up. It doesn't have to be a set time. If you work on schedule and you need a set time, then go for it. Maybe that's something you can plug into your electronic calendar to remind you, hey, stop, take a chill pill, look at your calendar. That may work. For me, again, my schedule is different every day, so I have to find that moment to just stop, look at everything, see what's coming up, see what has already happened, and plan my day from there. So again, for you, whether that's at night when you're reflecting before you say your prayers and go to sleep, or in the morning after you've said your morning prayer and you're collecting your thoughts for the day, that's a great time to pull out your planner journal, whether you're sipping your coffee or your tea in the mornings. Go through what that day, what you have scheduled, and look at a few days ahead. Because again, we don't want to be surprised with a meeting or an appointment that's coming up that we may have needed to prepare documentation for or presentation. So always make sure you look a few days ahead of that day that you're on, so that you can do any pre-planning that needs to be done for what you have coming up. All right, I hope that answers the question about when do I look at my planner journal and how do I update it. The last thing I wanted to address is scheduling and planning things in our planner journal. I think sometimes as multitaskers, we will often double book ourselves. We will often say yes to things before we've had a chance to review our calendar and see what our availability is for that event or for that meeting. I want to say this as loud as I can. It's okay to say, let me check. We do not have to bind ourselves to always saying yes right away. Sometimes it will make us look not so put together in the end when we are not able to fulfill our commitment because we said yes before we checked our calendars. So again, if you are approached, if you are offered a meeting slot or a time slot, it's okay to say, let me check, I'll get back with you. Now, what we have to do to fulfill our word is to make sure we check and get back with them. We don't want to leave anyone hanging or, out there without an answer. So we definitely want to get back with them. But in those moments of not being sure or feeling like, I think I may have something on that day, let me check. 3 words that shouldn't offend anyone. 3 words that should make your life a lot more balanced and peaceful. It'll alleviate any double booking. It'll alleviate you having to send someone an urgent text saying, oh, sorry, not going to be able to make it. I forgot I had this to do. It alleviates all of those moments. And it's 3 words. Let me check. They should be okay with it, and you'll definitely be okay with it because you free yourself up from overcommitting and from double booking and just making sure that you actually have that time. And let's make sure that we don't schedule ourselves back to back with a bunch of things to do, because we know, again, if you're a mother or if you are a wife, there are times when there just needs to be open space. There needs to be free space for you to spend with your family, free space to do the laundry, free space to just have a quiet moment. So again, those 3 words, let me check. And they should be okay with that. And I think it'll bring you much peace. and much balance in your life, as much as can be brought. Okay, so again, I thank you guys for your responses, whether you sent an email or talked to me personally or sent me a text. I appreciate it. Of course, you're more than welcome to comment and leave questions below this video. I look forward to sharing with you again, and let's continue using our ATC 2015 planner journals. If you have anyone that would like to order, we still do have a few in stock. The purple is sold out. My goodness, they went so fast, but we do have some of the other cover choices available. So please send me an order online, and I would love to, again, to share with you. And I look forward to having another video uploaded. All right. So this is Jerri B signing out. Until next time, I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.